Hello students, how are you? So let's start with 5th standard environmental studies subject. In the first video students we have seen chapter number 1 and in that we have seen different sense organs and for human beings how they work. After that we have seen sense organs for dog, cat and different animals, birds. Now we will see next part of this chapter. So let's see. So in this paragraph you can see in the PPT, in that paragraph they have shown one lady is there whose name is Rajni. He is having one son whose age is 6 months old, and that Rajni wanted to go out for some work, so that's why she requested her sister Sushila, who was also having a baby girl whose age was also 6 months old. So she was requesting Sushila that she have to take care of that of her son. So she kept that means that Rajni kept her son along with that Sushila. So what happened after some time, Rajni's son and Sushila's daughter, they both did potty at the same time. Now what happened? She happily cleaned her daughter, but when she was cleaning her sister's son, so at that time she was not feeling well at that time, and she covered her nose with a dupatta. So this scene they have shown over here. After that, in this chapter, children, they have asked you some questions that you have to mention some of the animals or birds who has eyes in front of its head, just like human being is having eye in front of its head. Just like that, they have asked some examples related to that. So one example I would like to give, that owl, that bird is having eyes in front of its head. Next question they have asked that write the names of some birds which have eyes on either side of the head, and what is the size of their eyes as compared to the size of their head. So some of the birds are there whose eyes are on either side of the head, for example vulture. So most of the birds have their eyes on either side of its head. And what is the advantages of that eyes? Their eyes can focus on two different things at a time, and when they look straight ahead, both their eyes focus on the same object. So this is the advantages of that birds. So they can focus on two different things at a time, and they are when they are focusing in front of their head, at that time they can focus on the same object. So you must have seen birds moving their neck very often, means they are moving their neck. Do you know why they are often they are moving their neck? So in most of the birds eyes are fixed. And they cannot move. So birds have to turn their neck to see around, means until and unless they will not move to their right, to their left, then they will not be able to see what is there in their left, what is there in their right. So often they have to turn their neck to see. So they have suggested one activity, children, over here. It is very good activity. With the help of this activity you will come to know actually what is the advantages of both the eyes at the side of the head. So you have to close your right eye or cover it with your hand, means your right eye you have to cover it with your hand, and tell your friend or any family member to stand to your right. Okay, to stand to your right means you have to close your right eye and you have to tell your friend or family member to stand on your right side only at some distance, and ask them to do some action, means they have to wave hand, shake hand or head, or any activity they can do. So you have to just observe what is happening actually at that time. So could you see your friend's action without moving your neck? So you are closing your right eye and you are asking your friend or any family member to do action from right side only. So it is very difficult for us to see what is actually going on our right hand side. Now try to look at your friend's action with both your eyes open but without moving your neck. Now second activity you have to do, children, that you have to open your both eyes and do and see whatever the activity that person is doing. Now I think it will be very easy for us to see what that person is actually doing. And you have to compare both the differences in both the activities. What was the difference on looking with one or both eyes? If you will look with one eye and if you will see anything which is around you, then what happens actually? And when your both eyes open, at that time, if that same person is doing the same activity, then was it difficult or was it easy? You have to compare both the situation. Then you will come to know actually the difference of when we are looking forward or anything when our both eyes are open. Okay, now after doing this activity, children, they have given on next page that sharp ears. And in 4th standard you read that we cannot easily see birds' ears. Their ears are small holes covered with feathers. Means that they are having ears but they are covered with feathers. Now you have to tell some of the name of the animals whose ears can be seen. For example, they have shown you over here elephant. So elephant are having large ears, big ears, right? So you have to tell any animals. For example, dog, cat, horse, rabbit. So these are some animals whose ears we can see. Some birds are there whose ears we cannot see, right? For example, parrot, sparrow, peacock. And you have to find out name of the some animals whose ears are bigger than our ears. For example, elephant. Whenever we are saying that elephant, then big ears are coming in front of our mind. Okay, so some of the animals names you have to write, or you have to think whose ears are bigger than our ears. For example, horse, elephant, whose ears are bigger than our ears. Now you may have doubt in your mind that why Miss is asking the size of the ears size, why ma'am is asking about the ears whose ears can be seen. So is there any connection or link in between that? So yes, so there is a connection in between the link in between the size of the animals and the hearing capacity. Okay, so yes, of course there is a connection. So they have mentioned a very good activity for this. So for this you can do one activity, children. It's very good, you can do at home. So for this activity, find a quiet place in your school. Now of course you are not coming to school, but of course you are at home. So at home you can do this activity. Tell one of your friend to stand at a short distance and ask him to say something softly. So you can take help of your parents, mother, father, brother, sister, grandfather, grandmother. Okay, so ask them to stand at a short distance and ask them to say something very softly. The rest of you should means others, we have to listen it carefully. As of your then all of you put your hands behind your ears. Now if you are doing activity, so you can do just one thing. This is your ear. Okay, now what you have to do, just you have to put hand in behind your ear and then you have to listen that. They have shown you in the picture also. So let the ask them again to say something, okay, softly. So in which case was the sound sharper? Ask your friend too. Now again you can request your family members that again at that same distance, same activity, but they have to say that word as softly as before, but the change in the activity is that your hand should be behind your ears and then you have to compare both the situation, in which situation you can hear sound more properly. So you have to compare that. So obviously when we are putting hands behind our ear, then we can hear that sound properly. Again, one activity is there related to your sound only and hearing capacity. Sit near a desk, means at your home table may be there. So sit on that table, tap on that table once with your hand. Listen carefully. Only just you have to tap your table. Now put your ear on the desk, means you have to put your ear on that table, means you have to touch ear to the table surface, and then you have to tap on the desk or table once again with your hand. So listen it again. Was there any difference in the sound of the tap? So of course there will be difference in the sound of the tap when you will tap generally as you are tapping on the table. So you can hear sound of course, but when you will keep your ears on the desk or table, and then if you will tap on that and if you listen, so you can listen it more properly. So this is how snakes hear. They do not have external ears, okay, but they only feel the vibrations on the ground. And students, up till this we have seen two activities related to your hearing capacity on the sound, and we have seen the animals whose are having ears, whose ears can be seen, and some birds whose ears cannot be seen, some animals whose external ears can be seen, some animals we have seen whose ears are bigger than our ears. So up till this we have to see, children. Rest of the things we will see in next video. So please read lesson very carefully, find out the hard word meanings and note it down. Thank you for watching video.